Well, my friends, I'm very lucky to say I have Pine Castle recording artist Josh Williams. Welcome to Southern Country,
Hey,
Josh.
thank you very much.
Finally, we made it here, huh?
Yeah, you bet.
Now, before we go into anything else, let's talk about something that happened last night. Tell everybody what happened.
Oh, I got just absolutely surprised with the IBMA 2008 Guitar Player of the Year.
Here you go. Congratulations are in
Thank
store.
Thank you.
And earlier you said that was the first award you ever got?
It is. Well, it's the first IBMA award I've ever received, and I can remember growing up and being a kid out watching the award show, and just dreaming of the day that I would get a chance to be able to stand on that stage and let alone be the one accepting an award.
Wow.
It was absolutely, it floored me, and it still is.
What went through your mind
amazing.
when you heard the name Josh Williams?
It can't be true.
Can't be true. There you go.
I must have heard wrong.
How long did it take you to leave from the seat to standing up?
Well, the problem was I was actually backstage.
Oh.
I was backstage already, and I wasn't expecting it. I was presenting an award.
Oh, okay.
Carrie Hassler and I presented, at the award show, we presented a male vocalist and mandolin player of the year. And I was not, in any way, I didn't even know when the guitar category was coming up because I didn't look at my program that they gave me. So I was backstage when I was supposed to be backstage and everything. And I was talking to folks, and the next thing I know is everybody screaming and pushing me and saying, you won. And I said, there's no way. That's not possible.
Yeah. Well,
but it was.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You earned them, man. You've been playing quite a few years.
Well,
a lot of history behind you.
Well, I started trying to play the guitar when I was 5, but I actually, when I just got the bug to play, I started playing a ukulele, which is just like the bottom 4 strings of a guitar for the most part, and it was the smallest thing we had that I could, reach around. And shortly thereafter, a couple months after that, Daddy started showing me chords on the guitar, and that's the only guitar training or learning or lessons, whatever, that I've ever had. I learned to play banjo when I really developed a true love for the music, and went back to the guitar to really start working on it again. And when I joined Rhonda Vincent's band in 2003, that's the first guitar job I ever had.
Is that so?
It sure is.
You had to be good to get in Rhonda Vincent's Rage band.
Well, I tell you what, it was the right place at the right time, I think.
She knows talent.
She does.
And you got to be talented to be in there, man.
Well.
And last night proved talent. How's that?
I tell you what, man, I still can't believe it.
What did you do with Special Consensus?
Man, I actually played mandolin and fiddle.
How does one person play all string instruments?
Well, I grew up wanting to play so much, and I wanted to do it for a living. So I decided at an early age I was going to make a point to be able to take whatever job came up, to go on the road, and that's what I always wanted to do. So, but my first love was truly the banjo,
right.
So I played that for quite a few years, with my own band and with other people and stuff, and I got to play a few shows, or actually one show with Jimmy Martin, so that was very cool. I was 12 years old when I did that.
You were that good to play with Jimmy Martin at 12? Huh?
Well, that was another right place at the right time, maybe. But
okay.
And this when I went and played with Greg and the Special C Boys, I was just wanting a job, and I enjoyed playing the mandolin quite a bit, so that's what I did. I went in there, and it was kind of we'd like you to play some fiddle too, and I thought, but okay, and then by the time I got to where I was, a few years into the job, I was playing fiddle no problem. In fact, enjoyed it more sometimes.
When you do a stage show, do you change instruments, or do you stay with the guitar?
No, I'm pretty well staying with the guitar. I've got guys in my band now that are just stellar pickers, and I don't need to do anything
you don't compete
else.
with them, huh?
I can just do my own thing on the guitar.
Let's talk about some of your albums you have out.
Okay.
Tell me what they are.
Well, I've got 2 albums right now that are out on Pine Castle Records. One of which was recorded in 2001, and it's called Now That You're Gone.
Okay.
And the second one was released right after I joined Rhonda's band, and it's called Lonesome Highway. And I'm actually finishing up. It is finished and should be out soon. We're looking at the first of the year for a new solo record of my own. And then in a couple of months, the band and I are going in to record our first band record. So.
Wow. Good for you. Now, the band that you play with on the road could be in the studio recording.
That's right. That's right.
Cool. That's cool.
The Josh Williams band will be cutting a record.
So when I go to hear Josh Williams on stage someplace, I'm going to hear the same music.
You are. You're going to hear.
That's what I want.
You're going to hear those guys that were just playing with us on the Fan Fest.
That's what I want. How long has that band been with you?
That band was formed I guess it was February of this year.
Okay.
So it's still a brand new thing, you know. It's February of this year. We've recently hired my buddy Greg Blaylock to play dobro.
Sure.
And you know, he's fit right in, doing a great job.
Talk to me about the Bluegrass Youth All-Stars back in '93.
Oh man, that's
you were a little kid then.
Yeah, I was.
You were shorter than me then.
That was the year. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
much shorter. That was the year that I ended up playing with Jimmy on the FanFest stage.
Okay.
But I was playing banjo in that group, and Pete Warnick put that together back in '93 to show the youth and bluegrass movement, and it was myself and Chris Thiele on the mandolin, Cody Kilby, Mike Cleveland, who was fiddle player of the year. He was a fiddle player in that, and Brady Stockdale played bass, and that was just a one-time thing. You know, it just happened at the award show, with maybe a couple other shows here and there, but that was it. And just actually in 2003, they did the 10th anniversary of that, and we all got to get together. Of course, they had a new young band by that time, and we all got to meet up again and perform one song together, just like old times.
There you go.
And it was very cool.
But you were already moved on up in the world.
Oh yeah,
everybody's much more mature.
Mm-hmm.
How was talk to me about Josh Williams and High Gear 12?
Oh my
that was
goodness.
pretty cool.
That was the band I played banjo in full time. That was my hometown band.
Okay.
We recorded a couple of records. Yeah, well.
You were responsible, founding member?
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
There was actually the founding members was myself and a friend of mine on the guitar, and then a local bass player, and the band just kind of grew from there. We found other local players that were real good and enjoyed playing and wanted to play. So, you know, we did all that up until I joined the Special Consensus, and so we started that band. I believe it was '91 or '92, and went all the way up till '99 when I joined Special C.
Not bad. How about the prime cuts? You have some on prime cuts?
I do, man. I always get pretty lucky to get some cuts up there.
Kirk Brandenburg.
Oh yeah, I grew up playing music with Kirk Brandenburg. In fact, the first record that I ever made it's actually a cassette. Was all it was. That's all we did, and it was 90, I think, maybe something like that, 89 or 90. Somewhere around there. I hadn't been playing long. I was just a little kid. His first record ever, and Kirk came in and played the fiddle on it.
Yeah.
He's a great fiddler and a great guy.
Tell me what we're going to do is put a website up for you. Talk to me about it. Tell everybody where you are.
Okay, yeah, joshwilliamsmusic.com. That's my website, yeah. Also, joshwilliamsband.com will take you there as well. I do have a MySpace. It's let me think about this. I believe it's www.myspace.com/joshwilliamsband.
There you go. Josh, thank you very much.
Herb.
It's a pleasure. And once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
You
very
earned it,
much.
and you deserve it, man.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We'll root for you next year.
You bet, man.
There you
Thank you
go.
very kindly.